You're about to hear directly from a firefighter in Newburg who says he's lucky to be alive after a fire call took a turn for the worse.
You got to hear this. As Bill Miston explains, the 11-year veteran crediting that call to saving his life.
July 26, the hottest day in more than 2 years, a high of 95 and a heat index of 107.
For a car fire that's 15 feet from a structure, the vehicle just exploded.
But when the tone sounded for a car fire down the road in the town of Trenton, Newburg Fire Department members suited up.
Newburg first responders on scene.
No, everything at that point was still fine.
Including Bob Stanczyk.
Had the car just about out, still trying to get the hood open and everything. And I noticed on my left shoulder, I started having a little bit of discomfort on top of my shoulder.
His top of his bunker gear off.
Firefighter and EMT Lieutenant Tony Schulten called up to check him out, hooking him up to an EKG.
You could just tell the way he was staring at it.
I really didn't believe what I was reading.
And then he just turned around and said, "Danny, we got trouble."
Bob was having a heart attack and soon would go into cardiac arrest.
Take a left or take a right? We want right.
Firefighter Jeff Walczyk in the driver's seat with EMTs Tony and Dan Powell in the back with Bob.
One shock, you'd be okay. I looked back at the monitor, his heart was still fibrillating. So I ended up shocking him a third time. And then once the third shock was delivered, I could see his rhythm start to come back on the monitor.
Bob opened his eyes.
And then I looked at Tony and his eyes were like the size of grapefruits. And then I looked at Danny and his eyes were huge.
What felt like seconds was closer to 4 minutes.
I said, you were just coded in the ambulance.
Today, the four back in the firehouse.
Something doesn't feel right, no matter how small it is. Get it checked out.
The husband and father of two on the mend from a complete blockage. Thankful he took the call that nearly killed him.
If I wouldn't have been on that call, I wouldn't be sitting here.
But ultimately one he says saved his life. Bill Miston, Fox 6 News.
Incredible story. Bill, thank you for that. Stanczyk is urging everybody to take a page from him book. He is saying if something doesn't feel right, you just have a gut, go ahead, get it checked out immediately, as well as consider taking CPR classes. It could help save someone's life.